All right, we're back. I would call this an episode, but technically it's just another video. All right. And this is for anybody, kind of fitting my age range, right? 40s and up. All right. This trade may give you some type of maybe confidence and courage to keep going. Everybody's trading very, very young now. I heard about trading when I was 21. Didn't really dip into it because the guy who told me about trading didn't have any money, didn't see the vision. Um, but maybe raising kids, maybe you change careers. All right. As you get older, life gets a little more difficult, right? And if you're over 40 or tipping your 40s or beyond your 40s, which I know traders that's beyond 40s and doing really well and started pretty late, this may be some type of confidence or at least a story that I can tell that may help. All right. So, maybe raising kids, maybe having a career change, maybe you're rebuilding, right? Starting from scratch, new industry. Maybe you're just tired of your same job and you want to actually escape that run of the cycle, week after week, month after month. I get it. I've been there. I've worked years upon years, started at 16, but I did realize that the market doesn't necessarily care about your age, as long as you follow your plan. So that's a question you have to ask as you get older. Because as you get older, I think you get more stubborn. I believe you are stuck in your ways, and it's hard to crack some of those codes that you've been actually following for a very long time and having to implement a new strategy. As far as strategy, what I mean is you being able to change the way you think. And trading allows that, but it also requires you to do that. And sometimes it can get crazy when you are not following your rules. Sometimes I feel old. I'm over 40, right? So these are my 40-year-olds and up. Maybe raising kids, maybe doing a new career, maybe you're rebuilding, maybe you're just tired. I get it. I've been there. Not so much the tired part, but just overwhelmed and frustrated with your current situation. I get that. But the market does not care about your age. So you started at 20, you started at 30, you started at 40. It doesn't matter. You can still get it. You just need some time, right? So the one question that you must ask yourself is, did you follow your plan if you're a current trader, right? If you're learning, maybe a little difficult to understand, but if you've been doing this for a while, did you follow your plan is the most important question that it will always ask you. All right, check this trade out. So I was looking at the Dow today. The Dow was, all the markets did something today. The Russell, NASDAQ, ES, they all do something every day. But the Dow was a pretty good, straightforward setup that looked like it was going to make a move first. And it did. I took a quick loss in the beginning for about 145 on a trade. I didn't like the way it was moving, got out. And then I waited for it to somewhat do something of a move, right? And right here, it just went up, right? I caught along right here above this structure, had a $300 stop loss, and we jumped up. Now, remember, I was down 146, so making this 600 or $576. Actually, I landed with 350 on the day. Not bad, not bad, not bad. It is a funded account, so we want to keep those bad boys going. The Dow ended up jumping way higher, but that was towards the end of the day. And it came up here and actually pulled back off this current high, which is this blue line. So I felt impelled to take the money, and leave. So today I did that, and I end up walking away with a green day, which is the most important thing for me. The P&L is important as well, but not as important as walking away with a successful trade, and it's in the green, and you don't give it back. All right. So that's a win regardless of the outcome. So if you're over 40, keep trading. It gets better, it gets easier, it gets more fun. It gets more boring, but also gets more mechanicalized, right? Where you can actually trade sometimes and not even think about it because you know that that's what you're supposed to be doing. All right, that's it. It's Friday. Actually, it's not Friday. It's Thursday. Um, all right, guys, I'm done. It's Thursday. It is about 5 p.m. Eastern time. So we're done. No more talking. We'll be back maybe tomorrow. It's a short day. Closes at 1 p.m. if you guys are trading futures market. But I may trade. And if I do, I'll post how I did as always. All right, guys. It's Fair I Trade. You guys stay fit. We'll see you guys again.